Okay, if all of you are settled, shall we start? You know, one of the greatest thing about this age which all of you have is, you guys have raw courage, and I admire courage. Listen, but I also strongly feel courage should be displayed at a right place. To break the signal, we need courage. Yeah. Say yes then. To pick up a smoke at 15, you need courage. दम मारने को भी दम चाहिए. Thank God you not brought your parents along with you. To pick up a glass of liquor at the age of 15, 16 also needs courage. And I admire courage. To stand in front of thousands of people and expose yourself completely also needs courage. Let's not stop here. Let's not stop here. Let's not stop here. Only one, please. So scary with other people. To drop it also you need courage. It needs bigger courage. Do you have it? Then let's talk. To drop the glass of liquor also needs courage. Do you have it? Then let's talk. To stand at the signal 11 p.m. in the night and when it is red, when everybody is trying to honk and push you to move forward, and you stand there unshakable. To stand at 11 p.m. in the night and to obey your country's rule also needs courage. Do you have it? To stand up and speak needs courage. To sit down and listen also needs courage. Do you have it? So if you think you have the courage to speak, I think next time when Sripal Jain creates a program like this, give your name as a volunteer. And then let's see how many people come to your program and then you'll know what stuff you are made of. It's very easy to sit and make noise there. Since I have such a beautiful audience with me, I will speak few things which I have not planned to speak, but I want to give clarity to a few things for you. I had a morning session with 10th standard student in North Bangalore. Yesterday I had a full day program. I was speaking on one aspect. And I asked them, I'm going to ask a couple of questions to all of you today. I write one word on the board of my college. When people come to my place for the first time, education. And then here I write one more word called success. And then I ask them, what is it you want? And then I'm asking all of you right now, here I have written education and here I have written success. What is it you want?
Education.
It's okay. You keep your opinion, I'm asking this. There's nothing called, there's no parliament going here. This is my first question and few of you have your own answers. My second question is this. I have seen a lot of people who are highly educated but not successful. Have you seen? I have seen a lot of people who are highly successful but not educated. Have you seen? So which means by the mathematical equation, if I have to explain to you, I have seen a lot of people highly educated but not successful and a lot of people who are highly successful but not educated, which means for you to be successful, education जरूरी नहीं है. क्या हुआ? Then I asked the third question to people, what is it you want to become? So, what do you want to become? Doctor, engineer, anybody from that? Cardiologist. So everybody is talking about you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a CA, talking about education. You're not talking about success. So my next question to you, come very obvious, is Arjuna goes to Swayamvar of Draupadi. Arjuna in Mahabharata, if you have heard about it, goes to Swayamvar of Draupadi and he has the bow and the arrow. And now you tell me, what is the goal of Arjuna? The eye of the fish or Draupadi? There are smart asses everywhere today. Now that's the confusion I want to clarify to all of you. You have been convinced that the target and the goal of Arjuna was the eye of the fish. Eye of the fish could be replaced with the bull's eye, cow's eye, your eye. Can Draupadi be replaced? Then how is the eye of the fish full of Arjuna? He came for hitting the eye of the fish or to get the Draupadi back home. Or suppose he hit the eye of the fish, take the fish back home. Mummy, मछली लेके आ गए. Mummy, मेरे पास भैया भाग के खा लो. Eye of the fish leads him to Draupadi. Education is the eye of the fish which will lead you to success. And if you are not, what is important here is this country for last 2 decades has convinced the entire nation that your goal of life is education. I'm selling you education. And you are buying education, and I've seen brilliant people who are highly educated but not able to have success because what ingredients are required for success are not taught in the education system. And you should know this, all the parents who are accompanying your children and all of the students sitting down here, you should have this clarity. You are going to get education in whichever field you want to get, whether you want to go science, commerce, or your ICWA, or your engineering or medicine, or whatever you want to go. Ask yourself, is that institute will lead you to success, or if not, then you have to find somebody who will take you from there to there. And if you don't have, you would have spent your fathers and mothers lakhs and lakhs of hard-earned money over a period of time, and ultimately you will reach nowhere in life. Please remember this before you take decisions in life. That is not the topic of my discussion, but I wanted to clarify to all of you. All of you are Arjuna in your life, and the Kurukshetra of this life. There are multiple and many eyes of the fishes which you have to hit. But understand, you are not going for the eye of the fish, you are going for Draupadi. You are going for success. Until you don't reach there, you will have to keep one eye, the next, and then God knows how many. For me, this is one more eye of the fish which I have to hit today so that this will take me to next level of my success. Seeing all of you should not give me a feeling of, I have become successful. But this is one more. And tomorrow I have one more program, one more eye of the fish. Education is just a stepping stone. It is not end of everything. I think that disturbance has to go. Put it off. Let's start the program. Are you ready for the program? Yes. And I do not want any disturbance. Those of you who think you can't control your tongue, doors are open. For the sake of the larger good, your personal good has to be sacrificed. And I don't want anybody disturbing the audience, no matter what happens. I don't care who you are. There was a 14-year-old boy, and he wanted to be a judo player. He has tremendous passion to be a judo player. He searched every possible coaching master everywhere, and ultimately found one master who was brilliant in coaching judo. So he approached the master, and he was busy with his class, and all of it visualized the entire scene here. And he goes and asks the master, I want to learn judo from you. Master doesn't even look at him even once and tells, come next Monday. The boy goes. Again next Monday, sincerely, he comes back and says, Master, I want to learn judo from you. Master said, do it, come next Monday. Sincerely, the boy again comes next Monday. And asks, Master, I want to learn judo from you. I've been coming 2 weeks to you. The master said, do one thing, come next week. The boy said, Master, you're going on telling me to come next week. You want, I'll keep coming next week. You're not even looking at me and looking into my eyes. How much I want to learn judo from you? Master just, okay, do one. See, boys and girls like you come to me every day, every week. And I start working on them, and with 2 or 3 months of harsh practice, rigorous practice of judo exercises, they just break. And they just drop out from the classrooms, and I just feel my energy, my time has been completely wasted on these people. So I don't think, I'm not interested. So you go back. Let me see if you can come for 3 months without learning a single lesson from me. Then I will see if you have some stuff in you or not. So I said, you have not even looked into my eyes and looked at me even once in last 2 weeks, 2 times I came. Just look at me. You want me to come 3 months, I'll come to you for an entire 1 year, but I want to learn judo from you. Masters, okay, looks like something is there in you. Tell me, when you want to start? The boy said, Master, now. Master has smiled. I like that. Let's begin. And the practice starts. It's been almost 6 months in the practice, and the boy was learning brilliantly well, practicing amazingly well, reaching to next level of his fitness, and he was doing well. And one of those Saturday nights when he was returning back from a party with his family, the family met with an accident. The car was rammed and jammed. Next day morning, the boy opened his eyes in a night sleep, only to realize that he has lost his left hand. His left hand was amputated. The moment he realized, he has 9 of tears. The only thought which was haunting him was not his studies, not his family, but that he will not be able to become a judo player. His entire passion is gone for a toss. He kept crying for God knows how much time. Few days later, he was discharged and he was walking without a hand. Straight away, he went to the coaching center, saw his master. And the moment he saw his master and master saw him, he broke down immediately. And he was crying unconsolable and said, sorry, master, I promised you I'll give my everything to you, but look at the destiny. Look at my fate, it has taken my left hand, and without a hand I cannot be a judo player. I'm sorry, I can't continue. Master could feel the pain of the boy and being very sensitive to the boy said, do you really want to be a judo player? Boy smiled and said, joking now. Joking on my one hand. You think I can become a judo player with a hand? Master said, you tell me, do you want to be a judo player? I said, Master, you know what passion I have for judo. You know what it means for me. It's my life. The master said, if you trust me, and if you have belief in me, I'll make you a judo player. I was excited because between his tears, he could feel the smile on his face. He said, I trust you, Master, completely. Tell me what you have to do, what I have to do. He said, you will not ask me a single question. And I will train you the way I want to train you. Are you ready for the game? I was excited. He said, done. The master asked, so when do you want to start? The boy said, now. That is what I like about you. Let's start. And the practice began. A week later, master came with one form, enrollment form, and told the boy, sign it. So what is it about? He said, 3 months from now, there is going to be a judo national championship in the city, and I want you to participate. The boy said, you must be joking. You want me to participate in a judo competition, national level, without a hand? Are you crazy? Master said, I have told you, no questions asked, you won't doubt me. But he said, Master, but come on. He said, if you trust me, what is the problem? Then I trust you, then I trust you too, right? I signed. And the boy signed the document. And 3 months practice started. Every day was rigorous practice. At the end of 1 month, boy realized that master is teaching him only one move. Nothing else is teaching. Only one move is teaching. So after 1 month, he went and asked master, "You are sending me for a national championship of judo, and you are teaching me only one move. Rest of the moves, एक ही हाथ है. ऊपर से only one move. This is crazy. Are you?" Master said, "No questions to ask, no." Master, "This is crazy. Every time, no question to ask." "Okay, I trust you." The practice started. And 3 months he was really doing well. He finished that whole move he mastered. And 3 months later, huge stadium like this, and all the participants from the entire country had come for national championship, standing in the line. And the entire audience saw that there's a boy, a 14-year-old, standing without a hand. Instantly, soft corner for the boy. And the boy was a little nervous to see everybody standing fully, absolutely no deformation in their body, perfect condition. The first round started. The moment the referee said, "Stop." And the moment the fight started, in less than 30 seconds, the boy without the hand won the first round. The crowd went berserk. This is crazy. They started shouting, clapping, celebrating. Boy was amazed by himself how he could win without a hand. But he was happy. I won that. By second round came. Second round also he won in less than 30 seconds. Now the crowd was crazy. They immediately sent message to all their friends in the city. Here is a boy, a 14-year-old, winning round after round, bout after bout. I think something amazing is all of you come. Within few minutes, the whole crowd was filled. Then came quarterfinals. And same drama. Less than 30 seconds, the boy won the quarterfinal. In fact, boy himself is struggling. So what is happening? I don't know. Some magic my master has done or what. Then came semi-final, and he has the previous year's champion, defending champion. He was a little nervous, but he went ahead, and that round also he won. And in less than that time, the boy was in the finals. The entire crowd started thinking something fishy. This is one human nature. If somebody becomes overnight success, no, you can't handle it. Too much good, you can't handle it. People can't handle me. I'm too good. They can't handle me. Nahi, kuch to bhi rahega. How somebody can be so good? Nahi. In fact, if your friend gets a beautiful girlfriend, you can't handle it. What did she see in him? I am far better. But we can't handle it. We have this problem. Human experience, all crowd wouldn't believe. These are affected parties. Who are clapping, no, they are affected parties. समझता है हमारे दिल को समझता है. So here was this boy excited, but the crowd said something fishy there. So in the finals, we will not encourage him, will not inspire him, will not celebrate for him. Opponent will do that. I was. His heart was pounding. He went to the master and said, "Master, I don't know how I have come to finals, but I have come to finals. I'm really nervous. Tell me, what do I do?" He said, "You continue with the whatever practice you have done. You are playing well." Last final, the boy goes to the master, goes down to the master. Master goes down to him to go play your game. And the bout starts. And the crowd is cheering against the boy. And he's not bothered about all this. Once you get in the groove, you get in the groove. And less than a minute, God knows how he won the entire thing. And now he was the new judo national champion. Crowd came, lifted him, threw him in the air, spun him in the air. He was being celebrity status, photographs, newspapers, reporters, everything happened. Boy, next moment standing with the trophy, taking pictures with all the cameramen there. And then he didn't know how to handle the whole thing. All drama over. Evening, they both, master and the disciple, walking back. Boy holding the trophy, master walking past him. The boy asked, "Master, I still can't believe I'm a judo champion without a hand. You tell me, what is the secret behind this?" Master didn't even look at him, just put his hand on his shoulder and said, "My boy, last 3 months, I have taught you the most difficult move of judo. I have taught you the most difficult move of judo, and you have mastered it to precision. You are the best in that move. Nobody can do better than you. You are just master of that move. And the counter move of that move is the opponent has to hold your left hand. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Why am I sharing this with you? Because when I understood this story for the first time in my life, I had a spine-chilling experience. Something drew, it just moved from here, hit my head, and everything about my life changed. And I realized, for you to conquer in life, you don't need too many strengths. One move is enough. One strength is enough. One quality is enough. One hand is enough. Nothing else is required. And from then onwards, the way I have lived my life, conquering step by step everything that came to my way, and that is what I've been telling everybody. You need only one strength. One strength. One quality. One property. Something, one skill. And that's it. And that will take you to top. And what is important to know here is, this is the design of the existence. This is the design of God. Each one sitting down here, each one of you sitting down here, all of you have one strength pakka. What is possibility is, you don't know it. You don't know it, or few of you know it, and few of you will come to know in times to come. But one strength, this is design of life. This is not my opinion also here. Rose has one quality, and that quality makes it the queen of the flowers. Cactus has one quality, and that quality helps it to survive through deserts. One quality, nothing else it has. Cheetah has only one quality, what? Fast. And that is the reason it's cheetah. Giraffe has one quality. Elephant has one quality. Brilliant memory. Huge. Snake has one quality. Intensity. Intensity. Not right. All this past birth effect. Previous birth. Nagging. You know, this is one of those weaknesses of your age. You don't understand the gravity of the situation. When to crack a joke, when to be sensitive, when to be insensitive. Now all that you don't know. Management people always say, right time, right person, right place. You guys, wrong time, wrong person, wrong place.
Why are they clapping for that?
Where to open the mouth, where not to open the mouth. Itna to chahiye. And education, this is only. Education doesn't teach all this. And this is a common problem of human being. And it's just little out of the way, but in a small child, no? Teacher is telling, finger on the lip. These great human beings, children, they keep the finger on the lip and say. Then you come home, your parents and some guests have come, the parents tell, Peter, kya? और नर्सरी राइम बोलना बोलना बेटा. Now they're telling you to speak, you won't speak. In the school they're telling you don't speak, you go. Nothing you get said, no? Oh, the bachpan, little one. When you're little one, you want to wear full pant. Now you're grown up, now you want to wear half pant. Clearly, P-U-L-L. Huh? Sorry. Nothing you can do straight, no? It is written there. Wet to paint, don't touch. Alright, see that? No, I am telling you what? I am telling you how everything in existence, every creation has property. I'm telling you, snake has property. You remember your previous birth. I was that snake. Snake पे आ रहा है बोलते थे. Since you should remember, next thing what I would speak, whether you remember anything of this 1.5 hours, it's okay. In this next 5 minutes, 2 minutes, just remember. They always ask me, Deepak, arranged marriage better, love marriage better? I do lot of logical explanation I give to them. ये वो, they don't understand nothing. ये फिर भी समझ में आया. अब थोड़ा simple बताओ. Simple, I will tell like this. What is arranged marriage? Arranged marriage is snake was going. It came and bit you by mistake. It is called arranged marriage. अरे पूरा नहीं हुआ. Hold on. Cross. What is love marriage? Love marriage is dancing in front of the snake. Kaple. Five, 10 years from now, I see few of you outside with somebody. Alas. By mistake, I कटा लिया. Every creation has a property. Fire, heat, and that's what makes it fire. And that property gives it everything. The definition, the meaning, the purpose of fire is because it has heat. Ice has coldness. And there is a property of ice, and that's what makes it what it is, and that has a meaning, purpose to it because of that property. Each one of us have one quality. God gifted. Few of you have melodious voice, few of you have a brilliant body, few of you can dance, few of you can sing, few of you can do mimicry, you can just imitate somebody's voice, you can just mimic somebody, and somebody is brilliant, with very natural with instrument, and they can create music out of lifeless things, and few of you have brilliant memory. Something is that, I don't know what it is, either you know it. God does not create anybody like that and send. He sends, or it sends each one of us with some property, either you know it, or you'll come to know it, or right now you don't know it, that's it, but you'll come to know. What I'm trying to tell you is, with that one skill, one property, one quality, you will be able to conquer the entire world of yours. Nothing else is required in life. And that's what you should derive. It's a competition, rat race, cat race, and hen race, and all this. This is bullshit. It's an unwanted pressure they create on you and you create on yourself. There is no competition. Life is not about competition. Life is all about completion. You complete your journey, I complete my journey, they will complete their journey. Listen, when you play that 100-meter dash or 400-meter run, you have your lane. They have their lane. They won't come into your lane. You don't have to go into their lane. What happens here is, I take my car, you take your car, and we all start the journey from Bangalore to Chennai. I drive the way I drive, I will reach in 6.5 hours. One of you will reach in 4 hours, one of you will reach in 5 hours, one of you will reach in 7 hours, one of you will take enough breaks in between and reach next day morning. But eventually, all of us will complete our journey. There is no competition. There is no competition going on here. Don't create pressure onto yourself. Don't get pressure, especially all the parents here. Don't put pressure onto yourself. I'm telling you, the moment the child finishes the education, they finish graduation, post-graduation, they start. Nobody can करेगा. Everybody has a job. Everybody which you have already has a job. But salary pay, look at it. What competition? When you become 21, if you're a girl, शादी कर ले बेटा. शादी करो. कुछ जिंदगी बात करना नहीं. शादी करना सिर्फ. ना हम तेरे उम्र के सारे लड़के शादी हो गई. तू नहीं कभी तक किसी बेटी है. The competition is going on. They put pressure. She has some objective. She has some aspiration. She has some dream. Let her fulfill it. No. None of us are born to get married. By mistake हो गया हो. Now you are married. 3 months into marriage, they'll ask, Ganesh, Any good news? What good news? And no competition. उसका शादी दे तेरे से 2 महीने बाद हो गया उनका घर में ऑलरेडी बच्चा आ गया कुछ क्या करोगे एक एटीएम सेंटर है क्या कुछ तो अपॉइंटमेंट हो नहीं कुछ तो अपॉइंटमेंट What is whole drama about competition? What competition is there? I am running my life in my journey. I will complete my journey. So many of my classmates, so many of my colleagues, they will complete their journey in the way they want to do it. Then you become a professional, then you become a job, then you have a competition. Everybody who was working with me has started their business. When will I have my business? Competition. Life is not about competition. Life is all about completion. Don't get into this drama. Complete your life. What will happen? One of you will finish your second PU, maybe one more year extra. What happens? What? Do you know they have called me here to speak on how to prepare for exams? You ask my marks. In fact, nobody asked me my marks. Honestly, I will tell you right now. Okay? So you will feel highly inspired. Highly inspired. My 12th mark sheet, okay? 6 subjects, okay? 12th science, PCMB, English, Hindi, okay? 6 subjects. So yeah, hold your clapping for some time. Now, mathematics, I got 27 out of 100. Wow, I was expecting 20. So in my mark sheet they added plus 8, 35. So I will pass. So 8 grace marks there. Then my total cumulative comes 357 out of 600. By 3 marks I am missing my first class. So they give me 3 more grace marks. 350 plus 3, 360 means 60 first class mein aa gaya. So I have 8 grace mark here, 3 grace mark here, and today people ask me, Deepak Shinde, how are you so graceful in life? Let us know grace marks I get in my life. Now what happens? What will happen? What will happen? I did my engineering for 4 years. Instead of 4 years, I would have completed in 5 years. Do you have any idea? Did I take 4 years or 5 years to complete? When you go and ask a doctor, and let's be practical. When you go to a doctor, do you ask for mark sheet? Straight away say, sir, mark sir. I'm telling you, next time when you go to the doctor, please, just to tell these boys and girls. When you go to a doctor, ask their mark sheet. I'm telling you, the best doctor in the world, best doctor who has finished his MBBS and MD will score maximum 60 to 65% in the entire. And if he's an average doctor, 50% he would have scored, which means 50% he does not know. That is why it is called practice. They practice on you. I don't go to doctor. What will happen? Instead of 5 years, you will take 7 years to complete, but ultimately you will reach the destination where you want to reach. It's all about completion. Please focus on completing your journey. You will do brilliant in life. The moment you focus on that side and this side, you will never reach where you want to reach, because in the Formula F1 car race, then they train the drivers, they teach them, keep looking. They are trained to see at the door, because at the speed of 350 kilometers per hour when you drive the car, you will keep looking, and the law of life is you hit on what you focus. You hit on what you focus, and you keep focusing on the road, you keep hitting the road. If you look at that person, and that's how accidents happen. That's how accidents happen. So So you focus on your journey. You focus on your future. You focus on what you want to do in life, not about what he's doing or what she's doing. And especially all of you who are from joint families, please. And let's come back to your studies. I'm a very practical person, so if you think I'm going to speak, you might feel it's so blunt and so straightforward, but that's how it is. I also run a college, so you can't. I'm also an educationalist. I also run a college. I also have students in my college. Entire year's preparation. You will judge on 3 hours examination. Really? Okay, that's the game. Let's play it that way. There is no point going to cricket and asking why 3 wickets only. Good thing extra It's a game. So this is the game of education, this is the game of marks, this is the game of toppers and number 1 and number 2 and number 3 and top 10s. If this is the game, let's play the game their way. It's okay. It's okay. There's no point questioning. I'm not education minister here. So I am only helping all of you how you are going to break this or crack this or whatever you use. What kind of words use करता हूँ? Like a crack. But you make it crack for that. Crash course. You come back from crash. What a language. And this whole thing about it is memory. Memory. Who has brilliant memory will score maximum mark. Who does not have strong memory, they run. Whether you have understood or not understood doesn't matter to anybody, they want memory. So whoever can read and store it properly and deliver it on the paper, get the maximum mark. So let's play the game. Only memory has to be improved. Now we'll improve. What today is 4th December. Could be tomorrow exam, February? March. So December, Jan, Feb. 3 months, 90 days are there. I'm telling you, in 90 days time, this is one thing you learn from me. From 1st standard to 9th standard, you can be an ordinary student and just pass. 10th standard, get focused, forget everything, and for 1 year, now not you, next 3 months, get so focused, slog, you are out. That. Slog yourself out. For 90 days, and I'm telling you, if you are able to memorize the maximum than anybody, you can be topper in your school or college this year. Over. And somebody would have been topper for the last 9 years. And in 1 year you can topple that fellow down for a lifetime and you see, but now something better. And your mark sheet, when you go for the engineering or any post graduation, they don't ask 8th standard mark sheet, or 9th standard, or 10th standard, or 11th. They will see here. What a game. Let's play it. Develop your memory. How do you do that? Ready for the game? Yes, sir. 1,500 people. What voice is this? Yes! Listen. The thing which I am going to tell you, you are going to not like it, and you are not going to like me for that. But it's okay. Truth to be told. If you want good memory, you should have compulsory good breakfast. Breakfast. And if you don't eat breakfast, you will never have a good memory. Whether you are a 12th standard student, or first PU, or your graduation student, or a parent sitting down here, or a professional, or a businessman. If you want strong memory, breakfast is compulsory. You like it, you don't like it, you have to put it inside. Compulsory. I tell you why. I used to work in a machine shop after I finished my engineering. And every night by 8 o'clock we will come, shut down the entire machine shop, all machines will be stopped. And next day morning 8 o'clock we will start the entire first shift of the factory. And everybody, all mechanics will come, all operators will come, and they take grease and pump it into all the machines. So I asked them, I asked them, why do you do that? They said for last 12 hours the machinery is at rest. And if I have to start it, I have to grease it so that lubrication will happen and all the components and everything will work properly in tandem, so there is no rust, there is nothing called wear and tear. To avoid that and to make the machine to work at the peak efficiency, every morning greasing done at Rudy. Now what happens here is, you take your last supper or you take a last meal at around 8 to 9 o'clock, then you go to sleep by 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock after your WhatsApp message. Whenever you go to sleep, now get up in the morning by whatever time you get up, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Now from 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. from last night to next day morning till 9 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. for 12 hours your machinery called body is been at rest. So when moment you wake up in the morning and your eyes are open, brain starts functioning, and for a brain to start functioning and make all the body organs and body parts to work, it has to release a chemical called acetylcholine. That acetylcholine, when it is released in the system, it is released in the stomach, and if there is breakfast or food inside, it mixes with that food, and then it is being transferred to all the body organs and body parts, and you are at the peak of your efficiency in the morning. For example, if you don't take breakfast, no food goes inside, acetylcholine is released inside, and when that chemical is released inside, it doesn't have food to mix up and dissolve in it, it becomes acidic. And an acid will eat away the container in which it is contained. It starts eating the lining of the stomach or internally, and few years later you will have that some acidity problem, what is it, appendix. Appendicitis will be there, some crazy diseases will be there. You can say, मेरे को है. And that's because of you don't have breakfast. So what happens for most of you when you avoid breakfast and you come to classroom and sit down there, sitting in the classroom you feel sleepy. And then madam is going on shouting a page of day. Yeah, man, on the phone, I'm not going to focus, I am. Because there is nothing inside. So if you want to make sure that what all you have memorized or read previous night, it has to be there in your mind on the day of examination. Breakfast is compulsory. And South India, what variety! I come from Pune, I come from North India. North India, samosa. Breakfast, super aloo. Full time gas. Or kachori, or bun papada, वो जलेबी ये नाश्ता है क्या? But you come to South India, idli, vada, dosa में number of dosas, that ये भात, वो भात, इधर का भात, उधर का भात, you name it and you have it. What variety you have? And it's all that nothing excites you. All the parents sitting down there, make them fast for 3-4 days. नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. Then even if you do stones, they will eat. Don't do unwanted pampering. Maggie is not breakfast. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Maggie is not breakfast. No mega item in the morning. And you have to understand this. Anything is okay. Anything is okay. But you have to have breakfast. 1. 2. Memory operates on 2 principles. All of you with me or still? Now memory works on 2 principles. One is intention, other is intensity. Only if you have intention to remember, you will remember. If you don't have the intention, you will never remember. Only if you have the intention to remember, you will remember. If you don't have the intention, you will not remember. Another is intensity. When something goes into your head with intensity, even if you want to forget, you can't forget. Can't forget. For example, now most of you are in 12th standard, let's keep it like that. So previous exam, whatever midterm, whatever happened for you, you read one book, your intention is to remember because tomorrow exam is there. Tomorrow morning you write the examination 9 to 12, 12 o'clock when you step out,
Exactly.
because you don't have the intention to remember it, it goes off. Till tomorrow morning you intend to remember it, so you hold it in your memory. So only when you have the intention to remember, you will remember. If you don't have the intention, you will not remember. For example, now people say that I don't remember names. People introduce me to everybody and I don't remember people's names. You ask Ripal, he knows me for quite some time now and he's my student. I used to remember every student's of name. Thousands of them had done my program and I know everybody's name who had done my program. And I said, how do you have such a strong memory? I don't have a strong memory. I have the intention to remember you. I think you are important in my life. I think you do something for yourself and I care for you. So I remember you. I have the intention to remember. I remember everybody's name. You should have the intention. Two, intensity doesn't allow you to forget. The father gave you one nice name. Now, you are wanting to forget it. You will never be able to forget it. Whatever goes with intensity. That's why they tell when you're in the canteen, don't look at opposite sex. एक बार देख लिया ना, जाता ही नहीं मेरे आँख से, बुकी देखो आँख से सब कुछ So intention and intensity is required. So one is, please create the intention. How to do that? Intelligence. Listen, I'll come back to intention little late. I'll come to intensity. Now, how do you develop intensity? So I always tell people in my program, don't write when I speak. You won't forget anything because I speak with intensity. And I make sure all your intensity is with me. So nothing which I speak you will ever forget in your lifetime. Because I speak with intensity and I ensure all of you don't get distracted by anybody else, including your mobiles and watches. I hold your intensity. My intensity, your intensity, when it matches, you will never be able to forget anything which I have spoken. Intensity. But I don't know if every teacher in your classroom is also as intense the way I teach subject with intensity. So you can't blame them because they don't know all these things. So you have to take up the responsibility because your life is involved. उसका हो गया तेरा बचने वाला है. So you have to take the responsibility on yourself. How do you maintain your own intensity? So for you to understand how to build up intensity for yourself, this is one thing. There are three kinds of learners. There are three ways by which you can learn. There are few people who see and pick up. देख लिया तो पकड़ लिया. They pick up by seeing. They are called visual in nature. A second category of students are there or people are there who listen. एक बार सुन लिया ना बोलेगा नहीं. They won't forget. And there are third category of people who are kinesthetic in nature, which means if they feel it, then only they will remember it. If they don't feel it, they won't remember it. They have to experience it. I'll give an example to you. Now, our entire education system is visual mode. So, board will be there, the madam will write down there, so you will see it, you will see it, you will see it. So, those of you who are good in visual will always score good marks in our system of education. And those of you kinesthetic, you are only good in sports because okay, you personally go through the experience, so you pick it up. Pick it up. Now you are a kinesthetic boy or a girl, and you sit in the classroom and she's going on writing on the board. कुछ गुस्सा नहीं है. And if the teacher is good in her oratory skills, she is able to explain the concept to you properly, and if you hear it properly, and if you are auditory in nature, you will be able to pick it up. Deepak, how do I know which category I am? Simple. Just for today evening after this program, observe your languaging, or ask a friend to observe you. Those people who are visual in nature, in the language, they will always keep using this word. You see? You see? You see? In the classroom, you see one teacher will be there. You see, boys? You see what I'm trying to tell all of you for the last half an hour is, you see what happens here is, so which means that ma'am of yours, the teacher of yours is very visual in nature. And those of you also have this verbal vocabulary or verbal language of you see. In fact, this is how few of you, if you're Hindi speaking boy, girl sitting there, radio music will be playing. This is how, hey, गाना देखना. Radio में कभी देखा गाना देखा. But your natural subconscious conditioning is देखो देखना है सब. देखना क्या मजा आ रहा है, देखना क्या मजा आ रहा है. So everywhere, in fact, language will listen. अरे इधर देखना यार, मैं क्या बात कर रहा हूँ. Sitting on the canteen, sitting in wherever, language will listen. See here, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ तू देखना तू क्या बोल रहा है देखने का सुनने का नहीं but language which means you have to tell yourself you are visual in nature and those people who are auditory in nature again they will be see when I heard what ma'am was telling I didn't understand anything because how much I tried to listen नहीं समझ में आता है because she never speaks too loud and I can't understand this so your whole thing is anyway, you can understand. I don't know Kannada, so I don't know how to. You can just find it out. Language will be. सुनना मैं क्या बोल रहा है? गाना सुनना क्या गाना लगा ना? What music? Just listen to it. The whole language will be sun. Listen, hear. And if you're kinesthetic in nature, see what I feel is, but everything you will feel. But everything you have to feel. एक गाना फील करना है क्या गाना है एकदम दिल को छू गया and the other one is also feel a no problem other thing इसमें क्या है and you see you go out my car is there sports car is there you'll see if you visually in nature you will not go to the car if you are auditory in nature you will Deepak गाड़ी चाल करो ना आपको सुनना है आवाज and if you are a feeler you go and touch the car इतना अच्छा car so once you identify which kind of learner student you are that is how you are going to study from now onwards for example if you are visual by nature you should be able to see the book. But what happens now, there is a combination of all three for all of us. One is dominant, other two are dominant. So if you want to bring in intensity of learning, this is how you study. So you look at the book, see, read it loudly. Whatever you are reading, read it loudly. So you read it loudly, you hear it. And after you have heard it, write it down. Not the entire text, maybe the points, the bullet points, something, write it down. So visual, you speak auditory and you write kinesthetic. So no matter how much you try to forget, you can't forget. Can't forget. Now, I take programs, this is only 90 minutes for me. I take program for 3 days non-stop residential program and in 72 hours I do a program for 54 hours I speak. And no technique, no notes, nothing, absolutely. Because when I prepare for my program, when I used to, now I don't need to do that, when I used to prepare for my program, I used to see it, speak it loudly, hear it by myself, write the points, so even if I want to forget, I can forget. That is how intensity is built into you. Very important. If you can't do that, you can ask your mother, who is so caring for you, always sitting with a cup of glass of milk or bonda. Let her read. Then she can understand how difficult it is. Let her read. And when she is reading it, it falls into your ears, and if you are auditory in nature, it helps you a lot. So you first identify which category you are, which is dominant in you, focus more on that, but two more also if you can add, you can have this brilliant memory which you can't forget because no matter what happens, it is first year or second year or engineering tomorrow, exams are exams. Exams are exams. This drama please छोड़ दो. 12th board. What? In 11 what I told? Don't do anything, it's okay, it's a carry on. अगले हफ्ते पढ़ाई कर, बोला क्या? Okay, 11th standard, if you don't do now, what will you do in 12th? This board. 10th what you get? Huh? 10th board. It is 12th examination और एक देने का है. And again after 12th you have to give one more for first year, for second year, for third year, for the post graduation and this will stop. Don't create unwanted pressure for each other, especially parents. Focus. ये जिंदगी का बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट साल है. पिछले साल भी इम्पोर्टेंट ही था अम्मा. अगले साल भी इम्पोर्टेंट ही रहेगा. अभी मैं 45 साल का हो गया, ये साल भी मेरे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट ही है. अगर घर भी इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा, मरने तक भी इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा। Don't feel pressure on yourself. Unwanted pressure नहीं है. Because few of your parents and few of you, on the day of examination, you get up in the morning and think of going on war. मम्मी को दिलाती है. बेटा जीत क्या ना? एक तो पकड़ा है तो पकड़ में आना है. These are the times when you should chill. हाँ तो ये कुछ करना बेटा this is the place you should chill. Going for exam को जाएगा. Exam mathematics today, my God. ये क्या ड्रामा कैसे होता है क्या? Get auditory, visual, kinesthetic. Mix up all the three and study. Do one for it. 2. Hello. इसे सारे देने को आएगा. I go last program of mine. 14 years people are clapping for me. Enough of it. Now give us a chance. Do something and give their parents a chance to clap for you. Give these people who have done so much for all of you to give them a chance to clap. Yes, come to my program. Don't clap for my program. Next year when you finish your examination and meet me somewhere and then tell Deepak, I got 95. I want to clap for you. That is true clap. Enough of clapping for everybody else. 27th, I was in my 27th year. 27 years back. 18 years back. 18 years back, I sat on one of those chairs in the assembly. Spectators was in there, like an audience. And that day I was clapping for somebody like this, listening to a program, and I told myself, बहुत लोगों के लिए ताली बजा दिया. अभी नहीं. अभी कुछ करना है, इधर आना है, and let the whole world clap for me. 27 years I'm clapping for everybody यार. हद होती है जब भगवान ने हाथ तो करते हैं फुल टाइम. ऐसा करते करते कुछ हो जाएगा Enough of clapping for the whole world. Now do something worthwhile and let the whole world clap for you. And that's the true success which you have for yourself, not otherwise. Now, get yourself in the 3 domains, auditory, visual and kinesthetic, and start studying the entire thing. Now very important thing is this small fine tuning. You know how to study. I had not scored the way I scored, but after later in my life, I have really scored brilliant marks in my life. So what I am telling you is this, very simple fine tuning करना है. Space and the mind has a relationship. For example, when married couples come to me for counseling, and they always say, last 3 years we have been married, and every night we fight, and we just want to come out of the whole thing. And I just talk to them. The first thing you do is that bedroom of yours is there, no? Change it. You find some other room and make it as a bedroom. Because what happens? All of you understand science here. Like the radio waves are there, and through radio we receive it. Okay, it's called radio waves, frequency. Similarly, mind also works on a frequency. We all have thought waves. My mind is not inside. Inside only brain is there. It's like a radio, and it only picks up the thoughts from me. So I carry my thoughts around me, not inside me. Mind is not inside. If you see the body anatomy, brain is there, head is there. Mind is nowhere at all. Mind is not inside, it is outside. So all my thoughts are there around me. So when I sit in the bedroom and keep fighting with my wife or my spouse, all those argumentative thoughts are there in the space. Again, if I go back, you are come to my counseling, I will give you ideas, I will help you out to come out of it. After everything, you go in that space, again that space your mind will pick up all the thoughts, will end up fighting. So space has thoughts. For example, if you go to a place of worship, you will not have dirty thoughts. Because there everybody's thoughts of surrender, devotion, faith, prayer, everything is there. You will not be able to have a bad feeling or dirty feeling there. But when you go to a pub, even if you don't want, you pick it up. So space has thoughts. So what you do is, depending on what family background you come from, you have 6 subjects, for example, to appear for. You have to grade 6 places. Or make 6 directions. Mathematics, you sit on this space and do. physics on this space, chemistry on this space. So what happens now, when you go to sit for mathematics, here all the thoughts about the mathematics what you have studied till now are available, you receive it and you start. When you go this side, all thoughts of physics in this room or this space, you receive it. Same is this side. Now what happens, in the same place, physics, chemistry, mathematics. So what happens, you take physics start, then you move chemistry. When you're speaking chemistry, you mind thinks, oh, physics ka yaad aa raha hai. And you say, what happens in the exam also when writing, physics ka kyun yaad aa raha hai mere ko? Because your mind is tuned to the entire thing. So create one space for every subject if you have enough space in the house. Otherwise, just make little movement of the body and create a space for yourself. Then make it different directions. One. Very important. I will explain to this little later in the program. All of this with me? Yes. Before starting, you have to create one ritual. Any ritual. Whichever ritual it suits you, as per your religion, as per your faith, as per your understanding. You sit down, for example, 5 o'clock you sit for studies. Example. 5 o'clock sit down, open the book, close your eyes, and one ritual. Example, Om. If you believe in Om, Om. Start. Om. 3 times. Om. 3 times, start the studies. How it will help? Wait a little later. If you don't understand Om, it can be anything. Om bhi chalega. Nothing else. Pranayama. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just 3 cycles of breathing, breathe out, and then start. One ritual you have to create. Self-ritual. It can be as simple as I can. Yes. Start. Anything, whatever, you be creative with the entire thing. Be creative, but you have to start with the ritual. How it will help, it will little later on, and then you start. Now, there is something called neuro-linguistic programming, NLP it is called. I won't go in detail of this. What it basically says, you think differently when you stand, you think differently when you sit, you think differently when you lie down. That is why you also will see when I spoke about space, you are sitting in the pot, on the pot. One idea comes to you. Or something comes to you. Oh, karna hai. Moment you come out of the pot, in new space, you forget. Kya karna hai? All of you have gone through this exam. How to remember? Go back. You pick it up. That's how the space and mind is connected. So that's why very important to have the space. Now, body posture. How you have the body posture in this way. For example, when you're sitting there, you receive differently. When you stand here, you receive differently, and everything is different for all of us. Every posture has. Now, when I used to give examination in my school and college days, we used to sit on the bench and we used to have the table and we used to write like this. Do you still do like that, or something new modification has come? Not same. Now, this is how you give examination, in this posture. So, how should you study? Same posture, but no. You're a lazy bum. So you lie down on the bed. Now, in this posture, we are memorizing. Visual basically. Pura memorize हो गया. And you tell mummy, पूछो question. Mummy asks, answer भी आता है. हमने से पढ़ लिया, बेटा smart हो गया. Then next day morning you go to college for examination, you sit like this. That thing is coming. Question paper. Pada. I know, yesterday only I read it. So if you want to remember it, what should you do? So you bench, excuse me. On the bench you go down. And you start writing. Either you do like this, or from now onwards sit in this posture and start preparing. Or if you think college will approve this thing, do that. Depending on whatever suits you. Then few of you think you are always on Goa beach. first year when you study, you remember everything, no doubt about it. Auditory, kinesthetic, visual, पूरा आप घुस के अंदर करेगो. And next day you go to, or next week you go to examination, you sit, same drama. I know, I remember उसमें पूरा पढ़ा. What to do? Excuse me. Go on the bench, उल्टा होने का. So either start preparing the way you would prepare for examination in the same posture, or go and take special permission. देखो भैया, then few of you are security guard previous birth. You are a Gorkha previous birth. And now you remember two things. Then you go for examination hall, you sit down. Sir, can I join you, sir? Either you start preparing from now onwards in the posture in which you will give examination. See, I train people on public speaking also. I always tell them, if you want to be a public speaker, stand like this and practice. How you will deliver the final speech into the audience, that is the way you have to practice. Now what they do is, smart asses, they keep practicing the way all the way. But on the dais, you are not supposed to do all this. When you speak in this language, this posture, you won't remember anything. So those of you who do public speaking, you see the public, you go blank. Go blank. So posture has to be correct. Am I making sense to all of you? Yes. So one, breakfast compulsory. उठने के बाद. Two, intention has to be very strong. So when you create that ritual for yourself, in the ritual gets over, you have to tell yourself to the mind, what I am going to read for next 15 minutes or whatever time, I want to remember it. You have to release this intention, and that's how the mind holds it back in the memory, not otherwise. And also back it up with intensity, auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. You'll be able to hold maximum storage in the mind. You can recall it in the time of examination. Very important. So get the posture right. Then there is something called P cards. P cards is, those of you understand few things like that. Sun gives us energy, physical source of energy. Moon plays on our mind. Those of you parents sitting down here or little elderly people, you'll understand. On the day of Amavasya and on the day of Purnima, people behave little cranky or too hyper. It plays on the mind. So like that, there is high tide and low tide in the ocean because of the moon's position. So like that, all of us have P cards, which means in the 24 hours, we all have different P cards. What is P card? P card is that time of the day for you where your mind is sharp, you are alert, you are absolutely at the peak of your efficiency. That time, anything you do, you will deliver results. That is called P card. For example, for me, when I started doing all these things, 6 p.m. onwards is my P cards. And 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning is my P cards. So like high tide and low tide, P cards comes to everybody twice a day. What you have to do is you have to identify your P cards. And in the P cards, you have to learn the maximum and the most difficult subject. You'll be able to grasp it faster. Dull time, you can't do anything. So you have to identify your P cards. Now what happens in the family, in houses is, for example, one of you here have late night P cards. 10 o'clock to go bhula 10 p.m. you feel I'm so excited. Now mummy has early morning P cards. Mummy tells, रात को क्यों पढ़ेगा? सुबह उठ मत जल्दी. Early to bed, early to rise will make you healthy and nice. And you think, yeah, but सुबह मेरे को आँख खुलता ही नहीं है. I can't open. Even if I get up in the morning, book is open, eyes are closed. And mom is बेवकूफ है, तेरे को समझ नहीं है, क्या नहीं है, वो नहीं है. And you think, how do you explain? Now when you go back home, you tell mama, my peacocks in the night. I will study in the night. Your peacocks in the morning, you do it in the morning. You be happy then, I will be happy now. Now for few people, early morning. For example, my brother is there. 4 o'clock in the morning he get up. And because he gets up in the morning, 4 o'clock, I have to get up in the morning. Night is my peacocks. I am not doing okay. Now you have to identify your peacocks. Few people after these peacocks, decide what other peacocks you have and study in the peacocks. Not otherwise. In the dull time, for example, for me 2 to 4 o'clock, 2 to 4:30 is my dull period. In the dull time, do all those drawing, diagrams, all those maps, everything. That is what you do because finish the thing, no? You won't sleep. Have you ever did writing slept? But reading you sleep off. Writing you won't. So draw maps, graphs, diagrams, that you can do in a dull time. And that's how you manage the entire time. Counselors, psychologists across the world practice something called 15-minute hour. What is 15-minute hour? It says, out of 60 minutes in the hour, only meet the client for 15 minutes and then stop. 10 minutes rewind, refresh yourself because human attention span is only 50 minutes. That is why your classrooms are 45 minutes to 50 minutes or 40 minutes, not more than that. That is not studying properly. Look, here we have already crossed one a long time back, still sitting now because the intensity is there. So now, in that peak hour, make a 15-minute hour. So what you do is, study for 15 minutes, take a break of 10 minutes. Take again 15 minutes, break of 10 minutes. Listen to me properly. Other you do it. You study for 10 minutes, 15 minutes break. I say to Deepak Shinde. You study for 15 minutes without stopping, without disturbing, without getting interference from anybody. It's called 15-minute hour. Because one thing which you have to do is this. See, because of this mobile drama on social media and computers, your writing has stopped. So what happens is the 3 hours of examination, you start with the excitement. After 60 minutes, there are only it's a lappa mark. And you are not Rajnikant to pick a second. So you have to learn that for next 90 days, every day you have to write for 45 minutes. रोज पौना घंटा लिखना. लव लेटर नहीं लिखना. जो पढ़ने को बोला वो ही लिखना. Please write 45 minutes every day and God sake, please draw something every day. Not the figure. Diagrams, maps, because few of your maps should look like map, no? At least your country should look like your country. Few of you draw a map, looks like somebody else's country. So every day 45 minutes of writing compulsory till the examination date. Every day. If not immediately, 1 month before the examination, you have to write 45 minutes every day. And one diagram, one map, one graph, something has to be there every time. And write down those bullet points. They're all things you know this. Now this is how you prepare for next 90 days. What is important is, before the day of examination, very important day. See, last minute preparation never works. So don't do that. Don't do that. But because I am not prepared, better fail. Better fail. Better fail with some amazing marks. Okay? 7, 9, maximum 12. Fail. You should be a successful failure. Than to have 47, 48, 53. Either it should be 75 onwards or it should be below 10. That's all. Last minute preparation doesn't work. Either start from immediately. Start from tonight. Or don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it otherwise. Don't oblige people around you. गड़बड़ी नहीं कर रहा पढ़ाई करते करते. Your father and mother will take care of you. Your friends are the best friends, they will take care of you. So before the day of examination, just revise. Revise all those bullet points, those important points. Just revise the entire thing. Sleep early. Sleep early. Go to bed early. If few of you late night, like full night मारेगा अपन लोग, तो फिर देख आएगा, पास हो गया आएगा, next day morning देखते ही तो सो जाएगा. Sleep early the previous night of examination. Revise everything. Go to sleep. Next day morning, get up. Just go through the entire thing. Revise the whole point. Have good breakfast. Have on the day of examination. Have good breakfast compulsory. All parents here, if they don't eat, raise their nose and put into the mouth and say, because already the stress of examination, already the fear of examination, and that to board examination. And if you don't have anything in your tummy, I'm telling you, you will have hallucinating feeling in the examination. So don't do that mistake. Please have your breakfast on the morning of the examination, and please, for God's sake, take your entire arsenal with you. What weapons you take? No, pencil, rubber, divider, compass. Apna leke ja. Carry extra one compass for yourself. Ek aur compass bas le lo. Have extra with yourself. Otherwise, full time begging in the examination. Ask me, divide and split backside. Carry your stuff. Don't beg in the examination hall. Carry your stuff, carry extra if you have to. You don't have to worry about the entire thing. And somebody asks, don't even give. I'm telling you, examination hall like a horse you should go. What will he do? He will not be best friend anyway. Anyway, he won't be best friend for life. No friends stay with you for life. So, take your stuff and go. Please reach early on the day of examination. Early means early. Don't run. Is your name Hari? Then you always in hurry. Even hurry takes time. Reach early. Half an hour early before the examination and be there. And for God's sake, don't meet anybody. Find one pole, pillar, post somewhere and stand there. Just relax. That is the biggest mistake you do. And never meet these toppers of the classroom. Never meet these toppers in the classroom or the school toppers, college toppers. Don't even go close to them. These buggers are like that. They'll come into drama. And put tents by code and put tents. And you're thinking, she's a topper and she is saying, what will happen to me? Don't do that game. And that is the mental game these people play because they are scared to lose. I told you, 30 days, 90 days you study and topple everybody. It's possible in our country. And all of you who are topper and who are top 3 in your school and colleges and your universities, my humble request to you is, if you can do something good, please do it. You know these are not great in studies, they don't have academical acumen the way you have, they don't score great marks. If you want to do something, go to them and tell, it's okay, it's not going to be so difficult. Don't worry, I'm telling you. And when somebody like you are in top 3 or topper of this college, when you go and tell everybody, they get a lot of confidence and you need to help them. If you can do it, please do it. Otherwise, all rest of you don't go to them. Sit in one corner, it's okay. Then go in the examination. Fear is only there till you face it. The moment you face it, it goes. Don't repress it. Go inside, sit. When you sit in the examination hall, in your bench, what you have to do is do the ritual what you do. Remember? Om or O or yes I can. Within your mind, you do the ritual. Moment you do the ritual, the mind understands what all you have that time read and memorized after this ritual comes. You won't forget it. This ritual pulls it back from recollection capacity of each one of us, and you're able to pull it back. And then you can write it. So that ritual is very important. It has to be a very strong ritual. The moment you have answer question paper in front of you, take answer sheet. Take one extra answer sheet, write on top of it a rough sheet. Before the question paper is given to you, take an extra supplements, write on top of it answer sheet, and tell the who is the invigilator, sir, this is a rough sheet. Take the rough sheet. Before they are giving the question paper, start writing all that you think you forget. Formula, equation, what a definition. Because chances are very high, you might in the pressure forget all. On the rough sheet, put all that you can. You think is going to be important, you might forget. Take the question paper. Beautiful thing about question paper is, till you see it, you have pressure. Once you see it, no pressure, because either you know it or you don't know it. Oh, इतना ही करना है, वही तो करना है. And please don't scratch your head sitting because it won't come. तो क्या डब्बा है क्या? डालो तो बाहर निकलेगा. Take the question paper. Whatever question you think you know it, pick it and start writing it. What you don't know right now, don't remember. Don't waste your time looking at it because it's pressure on you. Aata nahi bolke. Out of whatever numbers are given to you, and for God's sake, in the excitement, don't mistake the numbers. Question 1, take the question 1. If you are writing question 3 as 1, don't write mera first time. They won't understand this. So when you write, please understand, you will not be checking your question paper answer sheet. Examiner will be checking your answer sheet. And examiner का mood कैसा रहेगा उसने अपने को नहीं मालूम है. And if he's very terribly upset with his wife because she's given nice peace of mind, he says, "Oh, please." So ensure that you write down the number of the question properly there and then answer. And after the answer, please read 2-3 lines. Because few of you immediately start. And the examiner thinks, too long that is over. It's never ending for it. So please give enough gap in between, maybe 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, and then start the entire thing. You can ruler with the pencil, pen, draw a line, and examiner should know it's over. The next question, and my request. Please write depending on what marks they will give. For 2-mark question, write 2-mark more content. Few of you, I tell you what is the tragedy of a student. You thought it will come for 10 marks. So you have prepared this much. And you go in the examination hall, that same question comes for 2 marks. You think, how many questions are So if for 2 marks, you write the entire page, examiner will not like it. He will cross the entire thing. For 2 marks question, write 2 marks. Don't go on adding a essay competition. And diagram should be to the scale for yourself, please. Please. Finish. Revise and click better. Don't be in hurry. Finish 5 minutes early. If you are missing something. Like 3 idiots, don't go on writing. Finish. You can't. Incomplete answer, they won't give answer. Marks will give it. Revise it and give it. Very important is after the examination. Moment you step out of the examination hall, question paper को फाड़. This is the best thing you can do in life. Otherwise, तेरा दोस्त तेरा पोस्टमार्टम करेगा. उसके बाद में तेरी मम्मी घर में बैठी. इसका आंसर करेगा. Now what happens is you wrote the answer thinking it is right. You come out and check with your friends because इसका sit. Right. Then you go back home, mummy is there. Mummy is right. Mistake में वो लिखा. Now you are going on disturb. Again tomorrow one more exam you have. No, this will mess up your tomorrow's examination. जो हो गया. What happened. You can't change anything about it. I'm telling you. your teacher asks you, parent asks you, where's the question paper? Deepak Shinde अपना फाड़ के आने. And if they have problem, let them come and talk to me. मैं संभाल लेगा. Put it there. What has happened, happened. You can't do anything about it. Come back and finish and prepare for next examination. Don't even check with anybody else. Right or wrong.
Examination ಆಡಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು.
Now very important is the last examination. Last exam को भी marks मिलता है. Don't it? I last exam. And you call your friends. What the plan tomorrow? क्या करना है? आपने अभी तक पूरा नहीं हुआ है. लल्लू थोड़ा wait कर. Don't be overexcited. Then tomorrow after exam get over, after the question paper and everything over, we will plan whether we will go or not. क्या करना है? And tell parents tomorrow we might not come back. We will come back, but don't know when will we come back. So don't wait for us last examination. And then do the planning. Exam का पहले ही शुरू रात को. It's not over till it is not over. Those of you who understand cricket, they always say that till the last ball is not bowled, game is not over. And for you, till the last exam is not over, it is not over. Hold your excitement, hold your excitement, hold your excitement. And look at it. Clear? Clear all of you? Yes. Now last 5 minutes. Listen. I have a brother of mine. See, he has got to me by 2 years. Deepak Shinde. See, I was a bad student. That is not my problem. The problem is he was a brilliant student. See, if he also was a bad student, no, I would have convinced my parents. DNA problem. But he was too good. He has never got less than 94%. Never. He is BArch, MArch, MTech, MS, PhD. And that's brilliant. He has from 5th standard till he became PhD, everything on scholarship. That brother got married on scholarship money. He has 2 letters, one Nissan Express and one Swara, one Mazda car for his wife, scholarship money. He gave birth to 2 children, scholarship money. If somebody would have told me that time, paisa milta padne ke liye, main bhi padta tha, lekin and I never got more than 44%. And 94% kabhi aaya nahi. So I was in my 8th standard. Listen to me carefully. I was in 8th standard. I gave the examination and I did the calculation. 44. I asked my brother, कितना है? 94 भैया. See, marks ending our exam will get over. CBSE board 8th standard. April will be holiday. 1st May will be result, and full May will be holiday. 1st June school starts. The 2-month holiday exactly beach में result. Now, people like me or students like me, we only have 1 month holiday. Students like my brother have 2 month holiday. And when I gave the, see, all the students, all of you know, when you give the examination, you know your result. Result day is only for parents. आपने तो पढ़े वाले अपने बच्चे हुए हैं. So I did my homework 44. So my cunning intelligence gave me brilliant idea. So एक काम करते हैं. Urgently become good. So urgently I became good after the last examination. So next 30 days, इतना good बन गया मैं. I used to get up early in the morning. Someone else. Help my mother in the kitchen. She will wash the utensil, I will keep in the shelf. My mother will wash the clothes, I will give it for drying. Get up in the morning, fold the bed sheet, fold the everything, pillow, everything properly. My mother was impressed. कहा बेटा इतना change हो गया 8वीं में आने के बाद में हुआ. My father will take me for shopping on the cycle. We will go. As we go in the market, my father will ask, "Beta, bill puri खाएगा?" I like very lot. Papa, junk food, Papa. My father is telling me, क्या बात है यार, तू इतना सुधर गया. And we come out to the market, my father will ask, "Beta, ice cream खाएगा?" Papa, why to waste money, Papa? It's okay, no. Dad comes and tells my mom, "अरे अपना बेटा इतना सुधर गया मालूम है मम्मी देखा आजकल तो हेल्प भी करता है वो." Instantly in my society the whole news spread. Deepak Shinde is become such a good boy. All my friends became instant enemies because they are not telling them देख उसको तुम भी काम करो oh drama. In fact my plan was in 30 days I will win my mom's heart and she will be feeling good. And when results will come, I will be able to balance and compensate. Because marks will be अच्छा तो है ना मैं. The whole game was going on. My mother was talking to everybody about me and my I know my game was going okay. First May, we both went to school. I took my report card. He took his mark sheet, and I always live up to my expectations. 45%. My brother always exceeds the expectation. 96%. But मेरा plan है. So I tell my brother, first I will show. Okay? Mummy will get depressed. Then you show. She come to knowledge. So I came back home, and my mother is only 4.5 feet. So I gave my report card. She took it. That's ending there. Pin drop silence. First time in my life I understood silence before the storm. Then I saw, after reading the entire marks, my mother's geography changed. Then I think her chemistry changed. Then she got biological with me. Attack and attack and attack and attack. तो बड़ा हंस रहा है. देखो पढ़ रही थी और laughing like that. If you don't play that, तो me मिलेगा अगले साल. Then I will laugh. And with every slap, listen. With every slap, I understood the most important lesson of my life, that you cannot compensate your goodness for non-performance. You cannot compensate your goodness for non-performance. My brother was not only performing, but also he was a good boy. He was a good and he was also a performer. I only was trying to be good, and that every slap taught me one lesson of my life. Just by being good, you cannot compensate for a non-performance. And from that day onwards, I realized how good you are in life matters nothing. Are you a performer? It matters everything. You take Virat Kohli's all tantrums on the field. You know why? Because he delivers, he performs, he shows results. He can behave any way he wants to behave, but he has results. Results. I remember one boy coming to me in I think first year or second year, came and said, "Deepak, my father always speaks loudly to me, shouts at me, screams, scolds, insults me in front of all my friends." And he was a man, I told him, "Wait. Tell me, last examination, how much you got?" He said, 53%. I said, "For 53%, which father will take on the head and say, you don't want your father to speak all this thing to you?" "No, Deepak, I know." So next examination, opportunity is there, study well, prepare well and do well and get 83 marks and show to your father 83%. Now tell me, when your son has got from 53 to 83, which father will speak bad? No one. And I told, if you want your father's mouth to shut, show results. And I'm telling all of you right now, the whole world, only way to tell the whole world shut up is to produce results. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters to the world. That's the only way I know in this world. Only way. The loudest and the very clear, simple way to tell the whole world shut up is to produce results. Nothing else matters. If you don't have results, listen to every shit, every tantrum the world throws at you, and you better take it. Don't complain. Don't complain. For my program, every time, nobody dares disturb my program. Whoever the person is. I sent the DGP from my program back. I sent the Chief Justice of India, former chief, back because he came late. I don't take shit from anybody, and nobody get nonsense about it because I deliver results. And I realized the only way I can tell everybody is shut up. Because I have results in my life. You want your family, you want your relatives, you want your friends not to make fun of you, taunt you, make remarks at you. Then the only way I know is 90 days, you have 6 examinations, do brilliant so much that at the day of result, whole world should say. And this is possible. Listen, especially all of you girls sitting down here. It is up to you because every girl sitting down here, come, so many of your relatives in the back must be telling, "You pattipada hai." What will she do? Why not teaching her? What will she do? What will she do? And this is the time you have. This is the opportunity you have to tell the relatives of your friends of your and all those buggers who told, why should you teach this girl? Show that report card and say, Eric, this is what it is. This is what it is. And all of you boys sitting down here, your father keeps on pinching you, mother keeps on taunting you. They have the right to do because they pay for you. They have slogged for you and they will pinch, they will speak all these things. The day of result, tell the global level result at the great result will be there. Tell, without donation, I will take admission. That get ready. The loudest way and the only way to tell the whole world shut up is to produce results. You can do it. Love you so much. Thank you.